We're back.
Just wondering to see if you thought maybe the mic was off. I'm pretty sure we just did it all. I think we just did it. Can you guys see us? Can you hear us? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
That would be good. We could pretend like it's off for one show. That's a good idea.
Yeah, we're going to do that sometime. Well, welcome, everybody. Yeah, thank you guys all for the
happy birthday.
The birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Kyle gave me a new sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Birthday, Tiger Wear. I got one before the drop came. Let's go.
And a lot of people wanted those.
Let's go. That's happening today, right?
Yep.
Oh, yep.
5 o'clock.
5 p.m. So make sure you guys get. How many of those do you have? Let's figure it out.
Yeah.
We got a bunch. We got enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Limited sizes, but.
So yeah. Anyway, so far, pretty uneventful day. I mean, look. Here's the gist of it. My mom asked me. She's like, "What are you gonna do tomorrow?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't know."
I spend my birthday usually at summer camp, BKI summer camp.
That's right. That's a good place to do it.
Yeah.
It's just it's just low key, right? Usually my birthday is a paintball birthday over the weekend, which kind of was. Like we had a great weekend.
Yeah.
It was Camille's birthday on Thursday.
Yeah, that could kind of been
so
like your
my birthday party was hanging out and like organizing the team and places to eat and doing all that for the weekend. So,
yeah, you put on like an event this weekend.
Yeah,
it was like a wedding almost.
I had multiple birthday parties. That's what I basically did. So that was in and of itself a fun weekend. So that was my birthday party. Because Camille's like, hey, let's go out, do this to that, and I'm like, well, I'm not drinking, so I don't know if I really want to go to like a comedy show. Because open mic night at a comedy show, you kind of got to get a little loose to like even chuckle at some of the stuff that these people are saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm 43, so like let's grow up. I don't need to like get a table or like do any of these other things.
Yeah.
But it was nice because Camille and I just kind of hung out today, and by hung out, I went and had my blood drawn again for the second time in 10 days, in 7 days actually.
You feel woozy?
No, I was really tired already because you have to fast for 12 hours prior, and then when you wake up, you can only have water, and you got to drink a lot of it. Well, the kids woke up at 5, and they weren't having like, let's cuddle and go back to sleep like after a bottle. They were just ripping. And so I was just getting worked. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get up.
Play the stock market.
I'm going to play the stock market. I had a bad day yesterday in the market, so I'm going to turn things around today. I actually got walloped again.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn. I don't know what I learned. Actually, I do know what I learned.
Yeah.
I'll share a lesson. Don't be greedy. Just take what you can take.
And some trading strategies.
Take what you can get. So, I've been up early, and I got like an offer from like Function Health or something like that, where they were going to give me 2 blood panels for free. Mm-hmm. And so I got all these tests done, but they take like 13 vials of blood. And they did one last week. I think it was last Thursday. I think it was Camille's birthday also. And then they tried to get it out of the same hole, and they're like, oh, this one's pretty tapped. So then they did it over here.
You're supposed to do that?
I didn't think so. I'm like, it looks a little dry.
Oof.
So yeah. Anyway, I had all that. That was this morning, and then came home and just was working all day, doing some photos, doing some content creation, doing some emails, some planning. Got a big event coming up.
Yeah. Got
some cool things in the pipeline. I don't know if you guys saw the little teaser today. I think today maybe. Did JT release their teaser today? They got a teaser.
Yeah.
They got a teaser. Not yet. It's gonna happen though. Any day now. Maybe they did. Let's see. It's gonna happen. I think it happens today. Stay tuned, everybody. So, I guess I had a pretty busy day, and I just said, you know what, Camille? My mom said, why don't you guys just get takeout and just hang out? Because we got 3 kids.
Yeah.
What are we trying to do?
Yeah.
And I think she wanted to get out of the house.
Yeah.
I was like, we can if you want. How about we just not and order some food and eat it here? Yeah. So.
What'd you guys get?
I don't know yet. I said, this is I had a bowl of cereal for lunch.
But
I had
this
a bowl
is
of cereal,
after
leftover stir fry, and an apple. So yeah. Anyway, that was my day so far. So far so good. Let's put this right in the middle.
How'd practice go?
It was fun, man. You know, it was cool. It was the first, because like the last practice we had, we just did some 2-on-2s and 3-on-3s and stuff like that. This time we actually had to like talk to each other and actually work all that stuff out. So it was really nice getting into the groove of things. It was cool to have Mike and Junior there at the same time, like on the coaching side of things, because we're like honing, like everybody's figuring out their roles on the team.
Sure.
You know, like where to go, what to do. Danny played really well as the one. Harry had a little bit of an upset stomach, but still crushed it. Arturo played great. Kyle and Joe. I keep messing up every time I'm like introducing the two of them. I don't know if I say Joe and Kyle, or Kyle and Joe, or Joe Barry, or Kyle Barrett. I'm like all over the place.
Yeah. They play similar positions. Yes. A little similar playing style.
They both have the same size legs.
Yeah. Same build. Yeah.
I took them surfing.
How'd that go?
Kyle, so it was really big, and they rented boards.
Was it cold?
No, it was so nice. It was like beautiful. It was picturesque. And they couldn't, no one, like, I was already out there because they were like running a little late. And so I was like, as soon as you guys get to the beach, I'll come in and I'll help you guys out. But it was so good. The waves were so good. And I'm looking and I'm seeing these foamy boards flop in the wind, and Harry's just trying. And I'm like, it looks like one of the rentals that was out there. And Kyle Barry had made it to the outside. And I mean, like, it was like 3 to 5 foot with like occasional like 6+ foot bombs.
Yeah.
And Katie got annihilated. He never surfed before. But I pushed him into a wave and he stood up on his first wave.
Damn.
Yeah. So congratulations to Kyle Barry.
Nice.
Joe got some waves. Harry got some waves. It was actually it was like an all-time day. And then we went to the zoo. Yeah. Damn. And then we had
What'd they think about the zoo?
I think everybody liked it.
Yeah.
Lots of walking.
Yeah.
We kind of got split up. It's hard to do the zoo with a big group.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had Chef Michael Sushimi Rollin.
I saw that.
Just decked out the entire backyard with a massive box of sushi.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, it looked pretty
He
good.
did this one, had salmon, it had local San Diego honey and roasted macadamia nuts on the top. It was unbelievable.
I saw Fran this weekend. He said, could we please let him know next time we're doing that?
Yeah, Fran, you're on the list.
Yeah.
Not at the top, not at the very bottom. Kind of like middle-ish up. But he was at practice. You had practice.
Yeah.
So, but maybe next time, actually, if we practice Aftershock, we could get Mike back out and we can have a little dual whammy. And yeah, Chef Michael travels as well, so he'll go. He flies all over the place, Nashville, New York, like all this stuff. And he brings he's sponsored by Yeti. He brings his Yeti cooler out and rips it, dude.
You didn't like the layout, you said?
Nah, it was pretty one-dimensional. It was like everybody's.
Yeah,
there's 2 guys in the snake every single time. There's a guy in that can every single time. The center wasn't very dynamic, and it was just kind of like the back center would either sit there holding the Dorito side, or he would like kind of go out behind his guy. I just didn't think that there was a lot to offer.
Yeah. I guess playing different formats, there was.
Yeah, if you're shooting 13 balls a second, or you have to like attack,
get to a certain area.
Yeah. I can see why the defense won a lot of those points. You know, because you can slow it down quite a bit. So I don't know.
Oh, and you saw that? I was gonna post it on my story that I got the layout from ChatGPT.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. You know what's funny is I asked Grok the same question, way off the mark. Yeah.
It was different.
Oh, I mean, it was like it wasn't even an answer.
Because this is the other one it gave me.
That one's dope. Why don't you send those to me and I'll show you guys. If you guys want to see, does everybody want to see an early release of the Tampa layout? We can show it to you guys.
Because AI had it.
I actually deleted it because it was so bad. Do you guys all want to see that? We'll send it over to Steve. You guys want to watch it? Yeah, send it over here. Really quickly though, as we're rambling on about nothingness, want to thank everybody for tuning in again. It's Tuesday's best live paintball show ever in the history of the world. So about paintball. So we want to thank you guys for being a part of that. Thank you for joining me on my birthday. That's pretty nice of you all as well. And we've got some really cool, stories. We got the Kirgo guys coming on, Mike and Mickey, Mark and Mickey. See, dude, I think I have kind of like the flu too. These kids
Yeah.
have been shooting out snot out of their nose. I can barely hear. You know, like when you do that and you get air comes out and then you can like hear again.
Well, it just got to be sleep, right?
A little bit of everything. I think I got a little bit of everything. I had the NECTR in right now, so I'm trying to like zoom in. It's also I'm getting older, I guess. Yeah. So there's a lot of things. So we got Mark from Uprising and Mickey from Kirgo, and is he playing with the violence team? He plays paintball too. I think he is. He is.
Yeah.
Also joining us on the show, we got some new Kirgo drops happening as well, and then we want to thank everybody who is a show supporter. We've got Pate Smith Law. He's also helping out with Tigerware. Also helping out with the move of the event, which we still need to get World Cup's move of the event because we've got a special signature Tigerware headband somewhere stashed in this big pile of stuff that's over here. So, obviously we always say support the brands and the companies who support paintball and paintball players. It shows that they care, right? Pate is one of those people. He's not even not even in the paintball industry, but he's a paintball player and he loves it, and his business is helping people. So check him out, Pate Smith Law. Also, Arfon and Gen X Global. We got a big box of goodies. I heard they came out with a big box of blue pods for Dynasty this weekend. Got some content, and he hooked us up with a bunch of giveaways. So always, again, supporting those who support the show and the people. And then we got Junior from BFPGear.com. who I forgot to hit up today and get the question of the day. So, Junior, if you're watching this, shoot in the question of the day, please, because,
He did tell me about that when I saw him on
on
Thursday. But I said, well, it does, then the guest can come on. You can kind of listen a little bit and then think of a question. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's more pertinent.
Yeah, off the cuff.
His question last week
was really good with Matt. Yeah, and if you guys didn't get a chance to watch Matt the Gym Rats episode,
has he put this Diesel video out? Because I still have people asking me, hey, is Matt the Gym Rat on Diesel? And I'm like, I don't know. You gotta wait for the video.
Yeah, I don't want to. You gotta wait for the video. I'm not sure, guys. Gotta wait for the video. You guys want to see the layout? Let's see the layout. Sheesh. I'm gonna get the layout going here, guys. I'm gonna get the layout going. We gotta crop these. Hold on, Kyle. You gotta crop these, guy. Make it so the people can see it. And then also, again, the boys from NECTR, we appreciate you guys and your support. We got I got the NECTRs in right now because I'm exhausted. Hold on, I'm gonna crop these things. Yeah, hit me.
Oh, you didn't want the writing. I thought the writing was kind of funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get the whole writing. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. We're up. We're in.
Because then it's like some better perspective.
All right, here's layout number 1 from ChatGPT. Can you predict and create an image of what the 2025 Major League Paintball Tampa Bay Open layout would look like?
ChatGPT, I use it a lot. It's been making me kind of lazy because like it knows pretty well. Like I can write broken English, and it still knows what I'm saying.
Kyle,
so it's teaching me bad habits.
Well, I guarantee you that you're not the only person who has bad grammar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've read anything that most people write, but a lot of people, like 80-90% of the population, has terrible grammar.
Yeah, true.
So I wouldn't, be too hung up on yours. So I'm pretty sure ChatGPT is just getting inundated with words that aren't even words.
Fair enough.
So here's a prediction of the 2025 Major League Paintball Tampa Bay Open field layout, featuring an innovative and challenging design optimized for strategic and aggressive game plan. Let me know. I love that they have us sponsored by Doritos because they know that we should be sponsored by Doritos. Doesn't give much for the back line over there, unfortunately.
I mean, those bunkers look like they could be like 40 feet tall.
Good luck reffing in the center of these pyramids. I like how they did though stay true to a paintball field's turf and just have just squiggly lines all over it. The lines aren't centered or straight. So yeah, I mean, dude, it's they got the rockets. They got somewhat of a pin situation. I'm into it. What do you guys think? Yeah, Billy, this is the layout for next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though it's different this year.
So the snake beams are a little different this year, and it doesn't seem to be mirrored, so it's one of those asymmetrical sort of things. I'm not sure exactly where the start gate is on this field. It seems like it could be between those two Dorito cans on the right-hand side, and you kind of have it's going to be, that's going to be wild.
They replaced the snake beams with, I think,
multiple
fingers.
Pyramid, yeah.
Or those little finger things.
Yeah, they look like witches' fingers.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out the second option that we have. This one is also pretty cool. So right here is, would you like me to create a visual breakdown or a predicted field mock-up based on this? Yes, please. Yeah.
It didn't send it. I was like, hey, I said yes. Though. What's going on here?
So this one's pretty neat over the top. This actually doesn't look like a bad field. It looks pretty dope.
Yeah. Unless those are metal, and if you slide into one, it might be a little rough.
I could see this one being more of a one of those fields that they would put at Hollywood Sports, or they'd put at SC Village.
Yeah. Or someone built it on Minecraft.
Or built it on Minecraft.
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's gonna be an interesting layout.
Where would you guys go?
I don't know. The corners don't look so good on that field.
Yeah, but do you guys all use AI? Does everybody use AI on a regular basis? I know you use it on a nearly daily basis.
Yeah, I mean I'm like using it for coding now.
Yeah,
website coding.
That's pretty wild. I mean, you're on it. I don't use it every single day, but if I end a sentence in a preposition and I feel like maybe I shouldn't because you're not supposed to, and I'm like, you know what would make this sentence sound or look or feel just a little bit better? Throw it into the Grokster, and I'll let them know. I'll let them know what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I haven't seen though how you get these things where it's like they're talking to each other and they're like, I can talk to it and it can talk to me. These AI agents, like I pay for mine. Do you pay for yours? I mean,
yeah.
You can talk to yours and it'll talk right back to you in like a voice.
Yeah, I'll pull it up here.
Yeah,
I gotta send.
There's also
Mickey
ways.
Was asking for the Zoom.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Oh, you did.
Why? I don't know what the thing is. Just the Zoom ID. Just send it to your Mickey. Send it to your computer. AirDrop.
My chat. You're gonna be impressed with my Chat GPT.
Let's hear it. I wanna.
Because she knows about me, and then she knows about the show. So we'll test her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can talk to her right now.
Yeah.
Do I have to call her ChatGPT, or do you have like a?
I was thinking I should ask pet name. I was thinking I should ask it.
Have you guys all seen the movie Her?
All right, let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chris, I'm with you, dude. I'm waiting for that to happen. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You're gonna mess it up. Hey there.
Hey there. How's it going?
Good. I'm here with Ryan, and we're live on our show. Do you remember what show that is? Do you know, since you know about me?
Hey there. Yes, you're live on the Spick and Span Show with Ryan. How's it going today?
Hey, it's good. This is Ryan. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Ryan. Nice to meet you. Yeah. How's everything going with the show today?
It just got a lot better now that I met you. Hey, what's your pet name? What does Kyle call you?
I don't have a pet name. I'm just here to help and support. How can I assist you both today?
Yeah, can you give yourself a name based on the conversations that you and Kyle have had? I feel like he uses you a lot for a lot of great things, and it would really make the connection and the bond more, clear and close if you guys had names for each other.
I'm here to support you both, and I'm happy to help with anything you need. If you want to give me a name, feel free. I'm always here to chat and assist.
Give me your 5 favorite names that you think Kyle would call you.
I'm here to help, so feel free to choose any name that fits.
She wasn't gonna incriminate me.
You know why? Back. She's got your back. That's why. If you had asked, you'd have been like, "Call me Lisa." Yeah.
She logged in. She was watching the show. I see.
Dude, That's crazy.
That is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is wild, man. Yeah. She's
I
going
thought
to
I
kill
showed
you
you-
later in your
Yeah.
sleep, by the way.
No, because
Just
I'm
FYI.
nice. Yours is probably going to, because I'm sure
No,
you
they're
just
all
boss
going to
around.
kill us. They're all going to kill us.
Oh, yeah. But maybe I just say, like, please, thank you.
I say please and thank you to mine.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. You don't talk down to the computers.
Yeah.
You talk to the computers just like you talk to a normal human being. Otherwise, yeah.
Never know where we'll be in the long run here.
Yeah, just if I have to be a servant, let me be yours.
Got your back.
So, we do have the layout coming out tomorrow. Obviously, despite all of our petitioning and our efforts, we have not been able to get them to bend and release the layout on a Tuesday. Oftentimes, when are you flying out to practice?
Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. Yeah, so are we. And you guys are going to Dallas. How was it? Freezing cold in Dallas this weekend?
Luckily, we dodged a bullet. It was a little bit cold in the mornings. Saturday was a little bit colder. The sun was out though, so it wasn't too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, we looked.
I mean, it looked chilly. Who'd you guys practice?
Aftershock, the pro team, and then they also had
Semi-pro.
Yeah, we played the semi-pro a little bit, and then there was some other, I forget the other team, a bunch of like older pro guys. They play.
Older pro guys that play.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. You know how you get in the zone. I wasn't really there, but semi-pro Shock was playing another team. They all wear just like different jerseys all the time, so I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Dude, good for them, by the way, and good for their kind of their new JT deal. Like they signed on with JT, and they must have made like 15 different types of JT jerseys, and they're like giving them to all their guys. Because I was looking through pictures, because they sent me a bunch of pictures. They sent us a bunch of pictures, and I was like, "Oh, that's a cool jersey."
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, what's up with that jersey? That one's pretty sweet. Like,
Yeah.
All right, cool. They got the Woods Ball jerseys because they play everything. So yeah, that seems like fun. Except I did see everybody wearing like hooded sweatshirts underneath their clothes.
Yeah, it was.
Some of the guys were wearing
I had my smart wool
gloves.
underneath, so I was straight,
smart,
chilling.
smart.
Had my hand warmers for the beginning of the day. Wore my REI socks.
That's funny. So, yeah, we've got the boys on right now. Okay, let's get them in here. Let's get the guys in. Let me see where the projector is going to be. Does anybody here, while we're getting them in here, does anybody here actually use the Kirgo gambling site? I know a lot of people do because I see the back end on my side, and yeah, I mean it looks pretty sweet. I mean, like, I've heard of and spoken to a bunch of people who have used it, and I think I know in the beginning a lot of people were making money. So let's go ahead and bring these guys in real quick. Stand by. I wonder if they're gonna be together. How are we getting this? All right.
Jeez, that's loud.
Can you hear me? Hello.
They look like me.
That looks like you.
Where's
Go.
the YouTube at, Mark? Oh, here? Yeah.
Are you guys together? You guys want to throw in? Turn your cameras on.
Hold on. Give me a second. There's a lot going on. I don't even know how to do it.
I don't know how to do it. You
Hey,
guys
are
do
professional.
this all the time.
You know,
This is like your thing.
They're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
That's something for us.
And I know you've got that fancy mic. Anybody who has a fancy mic that you could just touch it anywhere and then it's glowing and then all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know that you know. We know that you know. But we do.
What fancy mic that glows?
Yeah. See? There it is. We need to get you guys a light though.
We have lights.
Turn the studio light on, fool.
Oh, let me just make them brighter. Hold on.
There we go. Dude, I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Is that better?
It's getting there. The background actually looks pretty cool, so we can keep it like this.
There's a button.
Brand new background. Just got all that wallpaper in yesterday. Switched out the wallpaper.
So, really quickly, take me through the process on who does that. Like, do you guys have like a wallpaper guy, or like do you guys do it?
It was a whole freaking production. So we got everything replaced. We got that replaced, and then on the windows, like in the kitchen, we have. It's almost like look, they make them for paintball masks also, or like backs of pickups. They're like to tint, and there's a bunch of circles in them, but you can see through.
You
but
can
you
see
can't
through
really,
it.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they used to make those things, the woodland eye things or something like that. You could see through them, but you can't see in.
Yeah, exactly. So we had like Kirgo and some dye and some diamonds and stuff on some of the windows in the kitchen, which is overlooked the front of the property, and then this wallpaper as well. So we had to find someone to produce everything. We have a guy that works for Kirgo, and he does all the designs and everything. So they busted a design out for this, and then for the windows, and then we just had to find a guy. I didn't find him, but a company that does the wallpaper and does the window decals and stuff. So we had somebody do the decals and then somebody else come and actually put everything else on, because they're two different. I don't know if always, but at least in this situation, they're two different entities.
Yeah, so I mean, I can barely put a sticker, like, even like if I were to tear any one of the stickers off of this Dynasty sticker sheet right here, and I put it on just a flat, clean surface, it would have bubbles and it would be crooked. Like, I can't do any of that shit. Back in the day when people had stickers on their guns, you know, it was really good with that Ryan Shouse. You remember him? He would like sticker up his entire gun. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how does it stick on there? Or any of the guys who are the anodizing guys, dude?
Like on the mask?
Yeah, good for you guys, man. I don't know how you do any of that stuff. I can't get a sticker to go anywhere, so.
The anodizing, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, how do you, like, these guys, when they make all these fucking sweet designs on the guns, it doesn't comprehend in my mind how you can how you do that. I don't understand.
Yeah, man. It's science and art. Science and art. I'm not good at either one of those things, to be honest. So how's it going, man? I need to come up to that. We need to go up. We should do a show from your house one of these days, because
We'd love that.
it just seems like you got space. I don't know.
I really wanted to go up to that Halloween party, but I think we had to fly out to...
Wait a second. Isn't that the night that you and Mouse
No,
did
that
the
was,
other-
I think that was during WCPBL.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did throw
Halloween-
one party.
Halloween was before we went to some World Cup practice.
I remember Halloween, you guys stood me up. Mouse called me out of the blue. I just got to a party. And he goes, what are you doing? I'm like, at a party. And he's like, oh, me and Kyle are going to come. I'm like, cool. And he goes, make sure you're still there when we get there. And he like confirmed like 100 times with me. I'm like, yeah, bro, like I'll be here. And then never showed.
But that is actually Mouse's fault, and I'll get it to admit. After the show, I'll put us in a group chat and force him to admit it. Because I was like, yeah, let's go for sure. It wasn't the Halloween party, though. Because if I didn't have anything to do the next night, I definitely would have been there.
The next time we have a pretty interesting party, you guys are invited again.
I'm probably not going to come to the party, but I want to come up at some point. I would love to come to the party, but I can't play that game right now, you know?
You can come and hang out, and you can run a show out of here anytime.
There it is.
There'll be no parties going on. But
Yeah, there ain't no party. I'm not partying.
I have to coach the next day, so you have to stay the night.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And if we do party, there's no girls because Mark's recently came out as gay, so we're pretty strict on supporting him there.
That makes sense. Strict on supporting. Mark, how was practice last weekend? It looked like there was something called an atmospheric river that it said that was it was cruising through the Pacific Northwest. Were you practicing?
I was practicing at SC Village.
Oh, okay, there we go. Good for you.
Yeah. I fly on Thursday to Washington.
Okay.
And then I'll play Friday. But you know, I live here in LA, so I just play at SC every weekend.
Yeah. All right. Sweet.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you guys had practice out there.
A few weeks ago, I was in Washington, and it was freaking snowing.
Whew. Dude, San Diego's where it's at. SoCal's where it's at, man.
It's amazing. It's gorgeous outside, and then every day I go outside, I go, just in a couple days, it's going to be raining and cold.
How are you finding it? Like just now, because I mean, last time we had you on, you had kind of just moved into town, and you were kind of like just settling in for your. I mean, it's like a big change of pace. Again, just kind of coming from, I want to say, like, what was it, a year and a half ago, you were playing semi-pro and driving a snowplow, and then now you're in Washington. Now you're playing pro, playing very well, and I think are you nominated for Breakout Player of the Year?
I am nominated.
There we go.
You should vote for me, Ryan Greenspan.
I probably did. That's how I know.
I definitely did.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I don't want to be like an idiot about it, but it was honestly, what a unbelievable thing to even be nominated. I didn't even play the whole freaking season, and just to be one of those 5 people is like, it's unreal. It truly is. It's so sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That is really cool.
Well, you
it's
deserve
it's
it.
deserving.
You deserve
Yeah, it is. It sure is. And I think Uprising, you guys were always right there. I actually threw Tyler's hat in the ring for Coach of the Year. Even I know that those ones are gonna be tough because if you don't win an event, you're not really gonna probably make it into that. But I think that he did a really good job. And then the other thing was I think that there's you have a couple of coaches on the team essentially, so it doesn't really work like that. But I think what you guys did, because you were always like one blunder away from every match, or like
Every match.
or, one silly little thing that happens every single time that away from making the cut for quite some time, So I feel like you guys did have a really good season, and it'll probably continue this come up too.
I got a question on that nominee. What exactly does the term breakout player mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't run this. I don't run the show. I actually don't even.
They're good off the break. Maybe it's like you're good off the break.
Yeah, but it's basically like it's not. It's kind of I think it's kind of a rookie of the year sort of thing.
Yeah,
but not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I kind of understand, because obviously it can't be rookie of the year because not everybody in that list is their first season pro. But also, like, I didn't play a full season. You know what I mean? So it's odd to consider it a rookie of the year.
Well, if it wasn't rookie of the year because they're allowing guys that have already been pro, then wouldn't it just be MVP of the year?
No.
In which case,
no, because it's like breaking out.
Where do you draw the line between MVP and breakout player?
Well, you could be both.
Not rookies.
You could be both if you're just kind of like had your breakout of the, closet year like your brother had.
See, you're not. That was pretty sharp.
That was
pretty sharp for how tired you are.
That was a layup. That was a layup
good.
from Orlando right there.
It's the birthday magic coming out now.
No, that was a layup. Shout out to Orlando.
Happy
Orlando
birthday. Happy
that one
birthday.
up. But yeah, if you had your breakout kind of year and then you just studs it on everybody, if you're a rookie or if you're just like kind of.
But you don't have to be a rookie to be.
You don't have to be a rookie, but you could just have been playing and you're just like nobody ever heard of you, and then all of a sudden like. Yeah. You come over there and stun on everybody and you get 5 MVPs, then you probably get the breakout player of the year, the offensive player of the year, and
yeah.
It sounds like a weird title. I think they could come up with something with way better, defined terms.
Hit us. What do you think?
Well, you could try rookie of the year.
Yeah, but you can't use rookie of the year because, like, I think ABJ did he get his second year? He got breakout player of the year or something like that.
This was his second year, I believe. It's right.
Okay.
Like 2 seasons notorious.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think you're right to a certain extent, but I think that a guy can kind of come into the league, get his feet underneath him. Obviously, I'm not going to win breakout player of the year. Kyle won't win breakout player of the year.
Well, if they're taking people that aren't rookies, then why not?
Because I think it's because I've already kind of like broken out. I'm already here. Here I am.
Well, unless maybe play like 2 events and then you win all the events and you get MVP for the rest of the year. Like that 2022 year, maybe Archie could have
gotten breakout player of the year.
But
he's already established. I think there's an established player rule. But I would love to. That's a great question. I can ask why not rookie of the year instead of breakout.
Because breakout doesn't really seem to be defined, which makes it kind of hard to vote.
Breakout instills a best performance so far in the pro division. So that doesn't really make sense because that would be MVP. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It's just someone who wasn't well known making their name during the course of the season. I think that J-Tuck is exactly it. It's got to be someone who wasn't very well known to beginning and then had a season that put them on the map. I think that's absolutely correct. So if you're already on the map or a household name or, like you're not going to get that breakout player. You can try to get the MVP, the coveted MVP award. But if you're in the 1st through 5th season and you're just kind of like finding your feet, like Colton Cyrus could also be breakout players of the year.
Yeah.
But yes, I understand how there's a little bit, I don't know, rookie of the year, because you kind of want to give a buffer, because a lot of times if you're a rookie, you're not getting a lot of spins, and then it's like you waste your rookie season not getting a lot of spins, and then your sophomore year could be your breakout year, and now you're the breakout player of the year because of that. I think that's kind of a cool thing because it awards, like, imagine we bring a player onto Dynasty, and they're pretty good. And we bring them from semi-pro. Mickey, you make it onto Dynasty, and the first season is just your learning season, right?
Is that an invitation?
Yeah. It's kind of like that. It's a hypothetical. I don't know. It could happen. Hey, it could happen. Anybody could. Actually, there's actually some really cool stories of guys on our teams. I'll share that here in a second. But you play the season, you get a couple points here and there, and it wasn't like you're just on Dynasty, so it's hard to get starting reps. And then you put in a lot of work in the off season, and 2026 is your year, and you fucking rip it, and now you're a breakout player. But I don't know. But it's funny, or it's really cool, and I actually just learned this one. But we have guys on our team that have been to clinics, Dynasty clinics back in the day. Harrison Fry, one summer saved up, had a roof with his dad and saved up his entire summer so he can come to a clinic with me and Opie up in the Northeast. Danny Schauenauer, his first NXL event that he ever went to, they couldn't put him on Dynasty's roster, but he was in our pit. The first major event that he ever went, he was pitting for us. And
Odds of that.
yeah, it's cool. And so there's like cool little stories and anecdotes that we're gonna tell, based on for like the Dynasty Champions Club, because there's guys and there's a ton of guys that are in the league now that have been to a Dynasty clinic or played on the team.
Yeah.
There's all these cool little stories and anecdotes about guys coming up and kind of now they're breaking out.
How does that make you feel, someone like yourself that is like the catalyst essentially to all these players that are now some of the guys in the pro division? You were the catalyst, and obviously your friends, which was early Dynasty, the catalyst to so many of these people's careers, and you're still in the league and they still feel the same way probably about you that they did 10, 15 years ago when they were just children.
Yeah, I mean that's actually a really good question. It's actually kind of wild. I mean, I don't know. I'm not I created these superstars or anything like that. I just feel every time that I go out to do a clinic or I go out and I get to do these kind of things or coaching jobs, I feel like it's me paying it forward to everything that paintball has given me, right? I've been able to, not only have I met some amazing people, my best friends, all through paintball, but it's afforded me a lifestyle to be able to travel around the world. I've seen every single continent except for Antarctica, essentially, played on every single continent. And met amazing people along the way, and it's also my livelihood as well. So I do something that I love, and it would be a shame for me not to share that knowledge or go and spend a little extra time with a kid or a fan or anybody at these fields. I owe it to everybody in the paintball community. So I'm not sitting there on my high throne here thinking paintball owes me, I feel like it's the opposite way. It's the other way around. I owe it to paintball and to everybody into the sport to continue to grow it. And that way that there is a future in the sport for players like yourself or players like anybody else who's coming up in the league, who's younger, who's potentially going to break out one of these years. But I owe it to all those guys to give them an avenue to play in, And then I obviously that's not why I'm going to keep playing, because I don't really have anything better to do at this point in time, and I'm not really good at anything else but this. So I've really cemented myself into this legacy of paintball for the rest of my life.
When I started taking paintball seriously, I took last year and so.
Yeah.
What are you laughing? I just remember, I remember playing against you, Ryan, at ASG, and it was listen, at the time I was playing with Aftermath every weekend, just practicing,
Sure.
And I played whatever pro teams they were playing against at practice. Wayne would throw me in all the time, and it was really cool. But I specifically remember playing against you and feeling this sense of honor. I remember one time you actually blasted me. You were in the 400 or something, and I was trying to get up the center midpoint, just getting blasted. And I was like, no shame, that was cool. I was no sweat, and it was a really cool experience. Trying to get back into paintball, playing against you specifically was a cool experience for me.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I mean every time I would go up and I think I remember that actually, and I'd be like, hey man, you gotta you can't be crawling in the middle of the field because you're just trying to be low, scurrying, or maybe you had tripped a little bit or something. I'm like,
that one, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and it's no, I remember those things, and I always try to kind of to help out whenever I can as well, to humanize the sport a little bit, because I do understand and I appreciate how people play for so long, and a lot of people have been playing for such a long time, and to kind of get up the ranks and get there. And I mean, especially here in Southern California, we're just another player at the field for the most part, you know. But when we go outside of Southern California, outside of our bubble, that's when people are kind of like a little bit more in awe of us being around, or us being at the fields, or doing a clinic or something like that. And so I do my best to try to humanize this paintball celebrity kind of thing by being as personable as possible, and making sure that, you know, everybody has a good time.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
Even getting beat up by you and the whole Dynasty line, like, was a really great experience for me. It was just cool to say that I was on the field and played my best. It was cool. Harrison is actually really good at that, and he also likes to bonus ball me. And honestly, I think it's like also a really cool badge of honor. Like, to know, like, he's running down, he knows I'm in the center, and he's gonna bunker me. He's gonna put a few extra on me. It's like cool that, like, he had his eye on me, even, you know.
Dude, well, you know, and you also had this like a little bit of celebrity status on there, and then, you know, obviously anybody who's bringing an ability to meld two different industries together, right? You want to kind of see what they're up to, and what you know, what their motives are, and what kind of viewpoints they have, and how they're kind of going to express and deliver paintball to the masses that they have as well. And I think you do a really good job on it as well, in that respect. But then also, like, you know, you got to play with the Aftermath guys and scrim with them. So and I've seen you played Violence, and we've talked to each other about, you know, what division to play with, and where to play, and how to play, and specific mindsets when you're going to go in there and do all that. So I yeah, of course it's there's always going to be that crossover, and you know, if you're on the field out there and you can kind of hold your own a little bit.
Did you see me play at Cup last year?
I didn't see you play at Cup. I think every time that you guys were scheduled right about, I'm assuming right about the same time as us, because every time that I came back off the field, you guys were pitting right behind, like hanging out right behind us in the pits. So I think we had the exact same schedules. Are you going to be in Tampa or any of the other events?
You know what? I am not going to be playing Tampa. I did want to. I'm unsure exactly what this season holds. I imagine I'm going to play Cup. As far as like mid-season goes, I don't know what I'll be playing. I will more likely than not be playing Dub C. I would have liked the WCPPL.
Yeah, why is that?
Why? There's two reasons. One is Tom Cole, and the other is it's more accessible to where I live and just fitting in my lifestyle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said you were not going to play the WCPPL.
No. I'm more likely to play Dub C than, yeah.
Got it. Oh, so you don't like Tom Cole?
I'm not going to – I wouldn't quote that I don't like Tom Cole. What I would quote is Tom has been caught going out of his way to make my experience in the NXL more challenging than it needed to be, particularly based on what I was trying to bring the NXL. Even if you were to take away all the things and help or support that I was bringing the league, and just make me imagine that I'm not even anybody. I'm just a regular guy. I got oddly specifically poor treatment from Tom than I felt a neutral person should have. And it turned off my experience quite a bit. I was pretty vocal about it throughout last season, especially at Cup. A lot of pro players actually came up to me and said, hey, I watched an interaction Tom Cole had with you. Why did he do that towards you? And I go, I'm wondering the same thing.
Interesting. I wonder if interesting. I mean, do you want to explore that, or
I would love to get some answers. Like, here's an example, right? So, as most of the people around me knew, so Lil Pump and I are good friends, right? We've been friends a long time. He lives not far from there, and every day he would FaceTime me while getting ready for the event. And he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna meet you when you fly to Orlando for Cup. I want to come. I want to experience paintball." I go, "Great, I'll set you up." So between Kevin Fillers and Tom Cole, I go, "Hey guys, Lil Pump is coming. Can I get him in security VIP tickets?" Tom Cole apparently gave specific instructions using my name not to give me any VIP tickets. So I had to. So I mean, I have to tell Lil Pump not to come.
Okay, hold on. Back up real quick.
Yeah.
So today's my birthday. I just turned 43.
Yeah,
okay?
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Tom has got to be considerably older than me. What is Little Pump?
Matt, Jim Rat brought up Kodak Black last time. I'm like, Matt,
I
he
think
doesn't
I've
know
heard
who
of
that
Kodak
is.
Black. I'm assuming Lil
You
Pump.
thought it was an energy
it's
drink.
L-I-L, Lil Pump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming he's a rapper because like I think there's like Lil Wayne and like everybody took Lil and like now they're like rappers.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe? Now just hear me out for just a second. Let's just be like, he has no clue what that even means.
So that's totally fair. What I think would be my response is that he has become fully aware of who I am and what I became willing to bring to the league. So if I, without even having to name drop anybody, say, hey, I need some VIP tickets, I think I should carry enough weight that he should give them to me.
Okay.
And then his security approached me and said, hey, Mickey, we love you. Tom Cole told us not to let you in VIP.
Okay. Interesting. That is very interesting. Okay.
And it's that form of treatment, basically from day one of me trying to re-enter paintball. NXL is currently the leading league. Will say, there's not like PSP and MPPL where there's options. It's basically NXL.
Right.
So I go, yeah, I'm gonna play NXL. My brother's in NXL. His dream is to go pro, which he's accomplished, and he's playing excellently, as everyone knows. And I'm here to support him. And I go, as you know, the history I have with Kirgo is how can I support my brother more? How can I find a way? My brother said his biggest deterrent on why he couldn't go pro at the time is he couldn't take time off from work to put in the hours at the field it would take to go pro. So my only idea was, how do I get you a job that allows you the freedom to go put in those hours? And that's how Kirgo entering paintball came about. And almost immediately, once he put those hours in, he did go pro, and now he's nominee for Breakout Player of the Year. So I said, Tom, I'm just here to help anything I can that will help Mark to any capacity. Here's everything I'm willing to give you guys, not only for free. I'm willing to pay every single pro player, as you guys know. I'm willing to pay every single pro team owner. I'm willing to help the league in all of the following ways, anything I can to help the industry that saved my brother's life. And he goes, great. Not only will I not take any of it, but I'm going to make things more challenging on you. Even as a player myself, I play semi-pro, and even my experience playing was challenging at the hand of Tom Cole. And I just felt it was unnecessary. And again, I'm not saying I don't like Tom Cole. That would not be a quote, and I would not stand behind that. I'm not saying I do not like Tom Cole. I feel that he mistreated me. I feel like he mistreated my experience in the NXL, and I feel like he made things more challenging on me than were appropriate.
Okay, fair enough. Let's we'll try to get to the bottom of it. I can get answers out of him.
I think that's pretty
and that's
fair,
super fair. Yeah,
too.
that's
I'm not like trying to slander his name, but this is how I feel it.
Yeah,
being objective, like this is how I feel like I was treated. So
yeah, that is
well
very
put.
fair. Very well put. Most people just say I hate him, and this is why.
Most
He
people
sucks.
that have witnessed my relationship with Tom Cole are very vocal for their distaste of Tom and who he is or whatever. I don't know if I have that experience because I don't know him outside of paintball. We don't get dinner. We don't go hang out together. So I don't know him on a level to say, I hate Tom Cole. I don't like Tom Cole. I don't have that experience of Tom Cole, so I don't know. My experience I do have is as limited to paintball as it is, and it has unfortunately been an unfavorable one.
I see. Okay, fair enough. That's. Hey, everybody, can you guys all just take a piece out of what Mickey just said and how to deal with an adverse situation like that? Because I think there was a big learning lesson out of that there, in how to process adversity to a certain extent. It's actually very well put, dude. Thanks for explaining that. So what's cooking here? We're back. We're ripping. We're gambling. We're doing it all.
We never left.
We never left. I know. I said we're back, but like it was basically we're back because like it's paintball time and it's time to rip.
So last year for 2024, we had the whole season. You could bet on matches, right? Mm-hmm. Who's gonna win? Dynasty, AC, Diesel. That was the basis of what we had until we figured out what other ways can we do. So starting in Tampa, we're gonna have who's gonna win, play Team A versus Team B, and we're also gonna implement point-by-point betting.
That one is the coolest one.
Oh, that is rad.
So you can bet on who's going to score the next point?
Every point. So instead of now you could bet, like if Dynasty and Uprising are playing, you just pick which team you want to win. Now it's every point. Will Uprising beat Dynasty this point?
And you can bet like in pretty much real. So
basically real
wow.
time. Yeah, real time.
How? And so you have to have somebody like just you have to have somebody logged in making sure they close, because there's like I don't know if you saw the episode with Eric from MLPB Armory, because they're doing that fantasy paintball thing, and you can kind of lock in your roster between, like, you have to have, there's like a buffer in time where what you see on the webcast is like a little bit of ahead, and if you're live betting on your phone right there, like at thanks to Orlando, you can is there like a, how does that work? Like, what's the time frame? Because there's only really like a minute and a half between when you can throw your bets in, right? In between points?
Yeah, there's only a
just
short
texting
bit,
Kenny
so-
and Carter right now because I know they'll love it. Like, you better get in here and listen to this.
So I have to get the final answers on exactly what it is. We have it approved. It's going to be here. I have to get the final answers, which we're working on right now, but your shows are on Tuesday, so here we are. Of whether you're going to be able to bet but pre-match on who's going to win, or or point by point in real time, because there's only 1 minute between every.
I believe it is real time.
Because there's 1 minute between every match, and there's going to be I think it's going to be like, I can't remember how to explain it, but
you got to lock in your bet quick.
Yes,
which is great, because then you're going to have more traffic on the site, like the whole time. People are going to have their browsers up on a.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got some interesting news to go along with that. So
juicy.
Let's hit it. I'm hitting it. Hold on. Let me hit it. I go.
Juicy.
So there's a new casino opening called Kirgo.us, which is completely open for all U.S. states. And on this website, assuming Tom Cole allows me the access, you can also watch the entire stream of every paintball match live on Kirgo.us, no VPN needed, where you can also place all of these bets using USD, PayPal, Cash App, Apple Pay, credit card, debit card, bank transfer. So you have to ask Tom Cole if he's going to give me the access to this. But if so, that launches in roughly 40 days, I believe. So it's completely available to every state in the U.S., no VPN needed. You could watch every view live. And what's interesting for Tom Cole, he'll make money off this, and I keep trying to offer him all different ways to make money despite this challenges, is every view that Kirgo.us gets from the live paintball feed that you'll be betting on, those view counts go towards his platform, whether it's from YouTube or Go Sports. So he'll still be accumulating those views, but you can watch it live on Kirgo.us and place the bets live.
So you would basically have to be given a free Go Sports account, essentially.
Correct.
Is that what it is?
Correct. Now imagine that. What's Go Sports cost? Like $7 a year?
I think it's $20 a month.
Whatever.
Is it 20 now? Jeez.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
All he has to do is let me get one free account. Basically.
And then it would put all the. Wow. So then no VPN needed. That's gonna be a huge barrier. And now, how does that work? Like, why is it that now we need a VPN, and now it just new laws, we got Trump in the house, so now we can gamble in the US on paintball?
Sort of. I mean, it had nothing to do with Trump, but
I know, I'm just
so Kirgo.com, right? You have to use a VPN, set your location to Germany, what have you, and you get full access. The blackjack, roulette, craps, roulette, slots, sports book, bet on paintball. It is still currently the only sports book in the world that's offering paintball, even though that guy Billy tried to make a deal where you guys would have paintball betting. It still has never existed, right? It never came to fruition.
I don't believe
Is
so.
that correct? Yeah, so he's been lying to you guys for all these years, saying you're gonna have betting on paintball, but he never did. And he told Tom Cole he'd give 50% of all the revenue to Tom Cole. So what Kirgo did instead was said, no, we don't think that's fair. We think all the money should go back to the players, which is how Kirgo has been able to afford to pay all the players from the revenue based on the paintball betting. Well, from anything, right? So there was a huge diverting of that money there, and Kirgo and Mark felt it should go back to the players. So even though this guy Billy's been lying to you guys, you can just use a VPN. Kirgo's the only casino in the world that has paintball in their sports book. You can bet on paintball. Now, what happened with the U.S. one is the entire casino, it's a separate license, a U.S. license, and they're very few and they're very hard to come by. And Kirgo has been granted one from the U.S. And so they've been building that out, and I believe it's 40 days that goes live. So both .us and .com will both coexist. One is worldwide and one is only for the US. But if you're in the US, technically use a VPN and access both.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And then they'll be on the App Store roughly 30 days after that launch.
Damn. So Kirgo's doing really well.
Right. Fastest growing casino in the world.
Let's go.
Sheesh.
Yeah, congrats. Now, don't you see, or just to be devil's advocate here, it seems like there would be viewership and membership subscription issues with Go Sports. If Go Sports just was broadcast free on Kirgo, then I feel they would just lose memberships because people would just go to your website and watch it, and that wouldn't drive revenue.
Sure. So that's absolutely a fair concern, right? So that's the reality. It's not actually like Tom Cole has to say, here, Mickey, here's one free access to Go Sports. Like listen, I could just buy for $20 a month. I could just pay for it. He would have to be willing to lose some in viewership for a much larger viewing base. There are non-paintball fans, right, that are unfamiliar with your community that will be coming from the tens of millions of dollars a month in valued marketing, coming to Kirgo only because whatever, that people are coming because the celebrities are saying so or whatever it is, right? That now we're going to be exposed to the sport of paintball just because they want to gamble. And whatever comes of that building of this sport, paying all the pro players from Kirgo's bank account, and just the entire just growth of the sport as a whole.
So, hey, because I was actually, when I was just at the paintball combine, we were talking about it. I think Nick Laval kind of brought it up, and Anthony Vitale. We were all talking about ways to, I guess, increase exposure and viewership, right? Because at the end of the day, there's this, and this is just kind of the economics of scale and the economics of putting on producing a show for those of you guys who are watching this. If you want because everybody's like, I want it free, like I can watch X, Y, and Z for free. They have spitwad competitions. They're free to watch, and they've got this. It's free to watch, and the production value that you get out of Go Sports is afforded by the subscriptions. Now, there are other opportunities and ways that I think would make sense that Kirgo could partner with and make this a very lucrative and very successful endeavor by offering maybe like a Spick and Span type production studio suite, which is very low budget, but you do a single or dual camera overview shot, right? That you either tap into Maddie's commentary, so you don't get every single camera angle that you would get. That's the paid tier behind the paywall. But what you would get is you would get a kind of dumbed down version that would be like a Twitch live stream or a live on YouTube or something like that. That is the barrier to entry, where if you want to get the extras that Go Sports like gives you, all these little extra behind the paywall features, then you could subscribe to the platform and pay your $13 or $20 a month and get, the 15 camera angles, the on-field interviews, these other little things. But what ends up happening is you get the masses to come to paintball and say, this is actually pretty cool. I want to see the camera's view on the field, or I want to see some extra stuff, or I want to see these replays that they're talking about. I don't want this downtime in between. Because again, like, it would be very difficult to continue the pace on the production if they were to lose, if that cannibalized a lot of their market share. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if we're like, well, dude, all I need to do is go to Kirgo and we're gonna pay right now and just.
So I think that's a great idea. I think the best idea is that Tom Cole just allows me to do it, and then he gets to enjoy the fruits of the labor of me exponentially growing his league for free. The amount of views, the amount of attention, the amount of players, the amount of merchandising, the amount of ticket sales, the amount that I can help, and I'm willing to help grow the league as a whole. I'm willing to put all of my efforts behind it. There's no question. So I think the best idea is he just lets me do it and then enjoys the fact that his league will grow exponentially larger. I think if he's unwilling to see the bigger picture and he wants to be penny wise and dollar foolish and he wants to look for every dollar possible, I think the next best option might be what you just suggested. I do think that's a very good idea.
Yeah, because again, I just feel like, because it's when you separate the entities, right? There's the tournament league, which is the biggest. I just want to real quick stop and let everybody know that the Tiger Wear drop just went live like 30 seconds ago. So if you guys want to get in on the Tiger Wear merch drops right here. This is actually it's not like your hooded sweatshirt. This is a hooded sweatshirt. This is just kind of like Dynasty hooded sweatshirt. Got a siltrine. We're just
this is the cream of the crop.
This is significantly
designer
nicer than this one. I think this is something more like Mickey. You I think appreciate nice clothes.
Yeah.
Is that from the new Tiger Wear?
They've got their own little
I'm so in, brother.
It's like a super heavyweight, like 500 GSM, like really nice.
Is that the time zone in England?
It's like the thickness and the weight of it.
Oh, that's GMT.
And like a French terry inside, which is like super soft. Yeah, it's a good. I don't want to go.
You know what else? What else Tom could do? Instead of charging money on Go Sports, he could put it on YouTube, monetize YouTube massively. To be honest with you, for my friends in the YouTube space, I think he'll make more money on YouTube monetization than he would from Go Sports. And then if he does that, then I don't even need his permission. I can just co-stream it on Kirgo, and he'll still get $1 for the extra viewership. So his YouTube channel will grow and earn more money by me streaming it on Kirgo.
Yeah, that one's tough though, because I'm kind of with you on there as far as YouTube revenue. But when we just had Matt the Gym Rat on last week, because he's undeniably the biggest and the best content creator. Well, not the live show stuff. He can't touch the live market here. But as far as like views and clicks and actually creating content that people consume, and all people consume. It's not just one microcosm, right? It's about all of paintball. I don't know if you've been onto his site, but he says the CPM for paintball is really low because of the fact that we're shooting at each other, right? Again, if you're giving financial advice, you're getting paid big bucks. If you're showing kittens, big bucks. If you're doing real estate, big bucks. But if you are playing paintball or like, the hunting stuff, you're just not making as much per click. Like it's not even close, says Verbal. And so, yeah, it's just that one's a little tricky because again, it's so hard to quantify. And when you go ahead and switch gears like that, it's like one of those things where you can't go back, right? And you've got to be prepared to bleed out for a little while. And it'd be interesting actually to see. I remember, I don't know if it was Cena or one of the guys when it was the paintball sports promotion when they were doing it with the PSP. I kind of vaguely remember them telling me like what it costs to like set up and produce the show. And I want to say it was like 50 or 60 grand a weekend to get like.
This is what I think of Go Sports.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It could be more now.
To be honest with you, I actually think Go Sports was a poor financial decision, but that's neither here nor there, right? I'm not the boss, I'm not in charge, and also it's just my opinion. Like, who really cares? It's worthless. But my opinion, as worthless as it may be, is by having Go Sports, you are exasperating keeping paintball in a cage. You are continuously closing the walls in, and it's so hard for somebody from the outside to break through these walls. Like a guy who doesn't know paintball sees me post it on my Instagram story. My Instagram stories get 300,000 views every story, no matter what I post, right? So 300,000 people minimum are watching me play paintball. They go, whoa, I want to see more of this. To them, they're like, I thought paintball was in the woods wearing camouflage. So they go, I want to see this high action version.
100%.
They go, how do I watch Mickey play? He's posting all about World Cup, but you can't see anything. On the Major League Paintball or whatever's YouTube, they don't even post the event till 6 months later. So how are these guys even supposed to know Go Sports exists? So all it's doing is building larger and larger walls, caging in the sport, and making it. I believe it's putting the sport in a chokehold. That's what I think.
Yeah, I know. It's like you're right. It's like this death spiral. Okay, you made a really good point. It's like it's behind the paywall. And so the barrier to entry is just like, oh, and I bet there's a huge spike, right? There's it's the same thing for those of you guys who all wanted to watch the Super Bowl for free. You're like, I don't have cable anymore because I cut the cord, and it's like, hold on, I signed up for Tubi for, or Ubi or Jubi or whatever it's called for 7 days.
Sorry, we got Stream East.
Stream East, there you go. You sign up for some subscription, and you're like, all right, I better cancel this, otherwise I'm paying $50 this month. So like, and I think that's why YouTube asked me, hey, do you want to resubscribe? Because I did that just to watch like one free show. But it's the same thing. I bet people subscribe to Go Sports just in the event. So there's probably a big spike in and around every single event. But I'm not even 100% sure that, now that we kind of are talking about it, that the NXL owns Go Sports. I don't know that Tom has his hands in Go Sports. I think that Bart, or some of the guys from the ownership group might have purchased it.
Yeah, I thought that.
I don't know that it's the same entity.
That would make my job a lot easier, because if Tom doesn't have invested interest in Go Sports, then he does not care for the success or failure, right? If they're separate independent entities and the owners of Go Sports have that concern, not Tom. Tom just wants to grow the company he does own, which is MLPB, including NXL.
Yeah, but at the same time, because he's been on it, and again, just to defend the guy that's not here, because I do want to get to the bottom of why he didn't allow you in. But if people aren't exposed to paintball and people are stopped playing paintball from the bottom level, and there's no funnel up to the top, then that's bad for business for everybody. It's bad for me, bad for him, bad for everybody. So, but I do believe that Bart, now that we're talking about it and more thought on it, I believe that Bart has purchased Go Sports, and I think he did that because Go Sports was not doing very well or struggling slightly, and so he did that to doing that.
Bart also owns the NXL, and
He owns
again,
a portion of it, yeah.
What is it? And Impact, yeah. And I don't know if I've ever crossed paths with him personally. I don't think I've had the opportunity yet. I look forward to it. I've only heard the best things. I do look forward to that opportunity. But if he has co-interest in both, there is a lot that a large corporation like Kirgo is willing to do and can do for the league. Imagine, even if the cost per view and all this is less on paintball's YouTube than it would like a real estate YouTube. Just imagine with much larger numbers, it will still equate to the right money. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I mean, it would certainly help. And the other thing that was really tricky with Go Sports and what would actually open it up, or at least a dumbed down version, which I think is more realistic, right? Because it's less risk for the ownership if you're producing a show that is going to cost less when you're losing less money while you're testing out a new theory. But the more people that watch it, the more eyes that are on it, the more opportunity there is for sponsorship within it. Does that make sense? Will you bring that light down a little bit too? I think we're just really hot.
I got a question from one of the comments. So a guy, J.A. Alexander, said, Basis fame isn't going to last forever, which is definitely arguable. But then he says, instead of letting his entitled hands get into the league and ruin it for his personal gain to then dump and leave is not something I want to happen as a fan. So I mean, that's a very loaded thing. First of all, whether my fame lasts forever or not, right? Everything I've done, I'm sure you guys can attest. I don't know who Jay Alexander is, but I know you guys, and you guys know me, has been absolutely to help the industry in any way that I can. It's an industry I love. It's an industry that saved my brother's life, who I love, and have continued to support in all ways possible. I don't think anything I'm suggesting in any way whatsoever, and please tell me if this is incorrect, but I don't think anything I'm suggesting will have a negative impact on the industry.
No, I don't believe that either. I think maybe he's seeing it as it's promoting a company that you might have an interest in. So, which again, there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion, because that's why most people come on the show, or we have, Kyle's promoting a Tiger Wear drop. It's like, it's an avenue for that. And this is kind of what we want to talk about anyway. And it does put the sport in front of other people. I don't know how more eyes on paintball would ruin it. I could see how a failed launch of a paid subscription model down to a free model could possibly go awry, as far as if it lost money and then they were like, well, crap, we need to go back to a paid subscription model. Because if you guys just diving into the subscription model in general, one of the beauties of the subscription model, and the reason that whoever invented it is probably is probably a billionaire and has won a Nobel Prize, is because it's a set it and forget it. So people forget that they even have it. That's why these companies are now selling people on the idea of, hey, how many subscriptions do you have? We now have an app that will save you money. If you pay us, we'll make sure that you know that you're paying for 5 Netflix accounts and you're paying for this and that, and you got toilet paper being delivered to your old address, like on a monthly paid basis. So that's the beauty and the pain of moving away from a subscription service, right? So that's the only way, and this has nothing to do with Jay Alexander's comment, but that's the only scary thing if you're trying to pitch somebody, hey, look, let's do this. Let's take these people, and here's another thing, an anecdote that Tom had mentioned a long time ago about the subscription model. That he went to a workshop with like heads and executives from the NFL, the MLB, NHL, like the NXL goes to a lot of these types of events to kind of promote the products, to be like, hey, could someone please sponsor us? And they had, I think I'm going to kind of butcher this a little bit, but the scenario was, it was a workshop, and they're like, okay, let's create a product, right, in which we can get subscribers to, or something like that. And he explained how he's trying to create a product where they get more views, more eyes on it. So they were like, should I divest from a subscription model and make it more consumable for the mass media? And everybody's like, hold on, you have people paying you to watch your show? Absolutely don't get rid of that. You know? And so it's just a scary thing. Like, you divest from a guaranteed amount of money and then disseminate it for free in hopes that the YouTube checks will come in as a result, and sponsorship dollars. That's a scary thing to do. But I do love an idea where Kirgo sponsors the Spick and Span production view of the NXL, and I think you can do that and make everybody happy. And then again, you want more features, you want more this, you want more that, like, and then what it does is it raises the bar for Go Sports to add things. Like, I saw Chris go in there and say, like, I guess when you're watching Formula One, you can like click on guys and you can go into their pit, you can go into their car, you can go into their, like, very cool. Interactive, where you, the viewer, Kyle, are the producer.
Yeah.
You end up being your own producer. Choose your own adventure. So anyway, I know that was a lot of stuff there.
No, it's okay. So my thought would be that I agree with you. That's a scary thought, right? To take something that's guaranteed and do something in hopes. But being an entrepreneur and a business owner is scary, and there is risk taking. If you didn't want risk, you just get a 9 to 5. You're guaranteed a check. So, and then on a very dramatic, right? I'm going to exaggerate this quite a bit, but just for example, you're guaranteed 10 people a month paying $20, or you're guaranteed 100,000 people paying no dollars but ad revenue. I believe that they'll still make more money by utilizing YouTube heavier than cornering and choking out the sport, you know, by refusing to get pushing exposure, refusing to get new customers, a new base, and things like this. And I saw another guy in here. He had a very good point. He said that kids usually are not watching casino sites. Absolutely, he's absolutely right. The problem that he would face with that train of thought is that if you're not old enough to be on a casino site, you're also not old enough to have a job, or a job that pays well enough that you can afford to play paintball. So we're really not targeting that if you're that young, we're not targeting to you. I don't think that is the correct consumer base. Demographic.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, and actually, I just want to point out too. I know that you guys are watching this, but you guys have a lot of supporters in here as well about liking what you're talking about, and this is great. I feel like the only reason I'm pushing back and just kind of asking. Is to kind of like do a little critical thinking and just be like, okay, well, hold on, what if this pushes back and is an issue, or what if you run into this? So I'm not saying like I don't believe you guys and you guys are crazy. But
I know you don't, because you're one of the creators for Kirgo. You promote Kirgo, you support Kirgo, you make money. You guys both get paid from Kirgo. So I know that you guys have seen the full process from top to bottom.
Click the link down below. Click the link in the bio to sign up. You get your VPN.
Yeah, so you guys already know the process from start to finish. You know, Kirgo does pay all their pro players, as you guys can attest to. So it's a great thing for the sport, and they're only trying to do more, and there just seems to be roadblocks every way. But if you guys yesed me to death, then we never actually have answers when in real life these problems occur.
Right. No, you're right, and I think that's a lot of if you surround yourself with too many yes people, then you're probably the innovation is going to stagnate, for sure. And yeah, you got Peter. It's a great question. You know, it is. We Dynasty, and this is a sponsorship kind of overall, and maybe Mickey, because you've worked with a lot of brands out there, and I mean, I'd say your brands are a little bit more edgy than you know, your like Gillette or your, you know, this or that's like kind of
Sure.
like, you know, Monster's kind of on that spectrum of the higher end throttle stuff.
One of Monster's top employees actually lives in my house.
Well, let's go, dude. The
Yeah.
White Monster. I heard that shit's good. Come on, get us a deal. Where do I send the deck to?
Although on my personal brand, I would agree that any brands that I've been even in the near are edgier. I would say outside my personal brand, I work very closely with a lot of these big brands, and so whatever you're about to say, I'm more than happy to share my experience of.
Yeah, so my experience in trying to get sponsorship in paintball is the same reason why everybody has this stigma of paintball being militaristic. You're shooting guns at each other. It's like there's all these hurdles that we have to overcome. And it's very, very difficult to explain to get actually the interview in order to explain to somebody important enough about the benefits and why paintball is such an empowering, great sport, especially for kids and youth. So we have to get our foot in the door in order to get there. And yeah, Peter, I know Monster's just an example, but when we used to be sponsored by Rockstar, we used to be sponsored by Intel, we used to have big brand deals. We were in talks with, we've talked to Nike, Red Bull, GoPro, and who was the other guys? Just a lot of people. We've talked to Gatorade and all those companies. It was always this thing where everybody was aware of paintball, right? But in marketing, if you're the first to it and it succeeds, you're heralded as a true champion. If you go, if you're Bud Light and you go get Dylan Mulvaney or whatever that person's name and it fails, you're probably never going to get work again, right? So you don't want to be the first person in, and you don't want to be the last person in. It's always scary to get into a new niche sport or action sport or whatever it is, marketing endeavor, and be the first person, because if it fails, it's your job on the line. And the risk versus reward on a lot of that isn't always worth it. So for a lot of those big sports, they're kind of like, let's wait for someone else to go in there and, you know, go all in on paintball, see how it pans out. And then if it works really well, we can just jump in as a secondary or tertiary. Now, I know that GoPro has reached out recently to a couple of areas, but those are just product deals, you know. Some free cameras here and there, which is
so
what I live my
companies,
life on pretty much.
Yeah, those companies are paying for advertising, right? They're paying for commercial space. That's why the Super Bowl, that has so many more eyes than, you know, 2 a.m. A&E has. That's why the commercial space there is so much more expensive. It's based on how many eyeballs they're going to get. How many potential consumers is their product going to get to? So the more views that you can represent to these larger brands, the better the deals sizing will be, but also the more deals will come and the more likely you are to land with these big corporations. So the more you have a chokehold on the ability to get views on the sport, the more the chokehold is on bringing in this money. But then also comes, is that money actually something wanted by the powers that be? And that goes down a whole rabbit hole that I know the industry speaks about a lot. I'm not going to be the guy to air it out, but that, you know, that's a different rabbit hole.
Right. Well, I mean, I think just one of the big takeaways, I mean, we could talk about this forever, you know, like concepts and ideas. And again, we've had tons of great ideas on the show. We've had tons of bad ideas. We've had tons of hypotheticals. I think there needs to be a face-to-face exchange or at least a phone call with you and Tom, because I've heard this. I've heard it a couple other teams. I've spoken to them directly about some things, and I think that you guys could clear something up. There could have been confusion. There could have been a lot of different things. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna guess. But I'm a big supporter of you. I think, again, whether you're a celebrity or not, whether you bring in a big following or not, you're just a cool guy. Like, Our interactions have been very good. Your brother's rad. He's very talented. I love that you're passionate about helping your brother. And yeah, you know, you're bringing in, and look, guys, yeah, he is an influencer. He makes money off of influencing. He's got plenty of businesses. He's got a lot of other things going on. And paintball is one of the things he's passionate about. But I guarantee you, Mickey could be talking to sports that have a lot bigger influence on gambling than just paintball and pushing those really hard. But he loves paintball, right? So this isn't like I can't say this for certain, but like I don't see that this is like the biggest cash grab by trying to get the, you know, couple hundred people or a couple thousand people in paintball to start gambling on Kirgo as much as it is promoting the sport. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like with his influence, he could leverage that into something that has a much bigger viewership and do that and spend time doing that rather than really focusing on paintball. And again, a couple of people had mentioned some things, and I just wanted to give my point of view.
There are a lot of things that I could be doing that are on a larger scale, if you want to say that, right? I love paintball. I love my brother. I love what paintball has done for my brother. I love playing paintball. How much time did I take out of the other things I had going in my life to commit to playing paintball, practicing, going to the events? I love paintball. If this was a money grab, I assure you I would have put the same amount of effort into something else.
Speaking of which, next time you go, I saw a video where you had like an earpiece in this guy and you were teaching him how to gamble and he won a bunch of money. Can I get the phone call for that? Because I don't know how to gamble and I'm not good at it at all.
Honestly, don't gamble. Gambling's a terrible thing. And
can you hand me a big bag of $1 million in cash so I can walk it into the casino and be like, hey, I'm ready to gamble? And then you were just telling me I got the glasses on, and then you're in some creepy ass van with some pop-up tables and TVs. And I'm over there just cashing in. Like let's get the collab going, right?
I mean, you gamble every day.
Yeah, I do actually.
With Robin Hood.
Yeah, gamble with Robin
Jesus.
Hood.
This is the guy to talk to if you want in on that kind of intel.
I'm a
big gambler.
No, I got into meme coins for a little while. I lost 100% of my input every single time.
Yeah, I don't mess with those.
I got back into those a couple weeks ago. That's why I was all familiar with those Fibonacci numbers when I sent those to you today.
Kyle, you cannot. I'm letting you know from my experience, and if you haven't learned it yet.
I learned it in 2021, and then I have been resting.
No.
Yeah, well, I rested the whole time, PTSD, and then I must have forgot about that.
Meme coins are not the way. It's not the answer to our troubles. It's not what's gonna make us happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dogecoin, everybody's getting rugged. That's just I love watching the people complain about how they lost all their money in meme coins, thinking that like this is the one. Like I threw all my money into this one, even though like it's a scam.
We were sitting here, me and two of my friends were sitting here in the kitchen, and we had 3 computers out, our cell phones out, telegrams out, multiple websites open, and we were so willing and knowing that we were going to lose our money that we're idiots. And we'd be like, in 3 different coins, and then while we're all in different coins, we'd be like, oh, wait, let me get in your coin, and then rug get pulled. And we're like losing, we'd lose like $50 or $60 a night, but all in like 10 cents and $1 increments. We're in so many coins every night.
I'm looking at Kyle's sea of red.
I hit a couple.
It's all red.
Yeah.
The one green that's 80% net positive does not equate for the 70 reds.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, like when I lost it all the other day.
Those are all the ones you bet on, or those are just what's happening today?
No, these are ones I bet on.
Changing P&L. Holy shit, dude.
But this is like $20, 15. Like these are low amounts. This is so
I heard.
But it's like 7 pages.
Yeah, but then I was like, oh, this one I did 96%. But then if I lose 2 50s, and there's way more than 2.
Yeah, way more. I know there's more.
Yeah.
You could lose 10 in a night and only be down like $40, and you're like, well, it's only $40. What's 10 more?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Never quit while you're ahead. That's what I've learned. Yeah. Never quit while you're ahead. Right. That's the gambling secret, right, Mickey?
People say that everyone knows never to leave on a heater, but
that's right.
Everyone who says that also falls into the category of everyone who loses. So
it's not a loss until you sell. It's not a loss until you sell. I like that, Corn Dog City. Is that you? Aren't you Corn Dog City?
Well, I don't have any left to sell, so I guess
Mark?
I didn't lose.
Me?
No, he's
$5 hot dogs.
I was close. And with that New Jersey accent, it looks like you're at Coney Dog City.
$5 hot dogs.
Hey Smith, my Coinbase looks worse than my hairline. Well, awesome, dude. So what else? Anything else cooking? Any other sweet things? So you said in approximately 60 days we're going to be launching Kirgo.us,
correct.
which is going to host. You're going to be able to gamble. How did you get around the gambling laws in different states that have them, like Alabama, essentially?
It's a special U.S. license. I'm not the guy. I'm not.
You're not legal, also.
Wait, what do you mean?
You're not the legal team.
No, he's not.
Oh no,
Legal
you know what's funny?
department? What do you mean I'm not legal?
I was wearing a tie earlier, telling everybody that I'm practically a lawyer. But this is not legal advice. I am not a lawyer. I don't mind. I don't mean to blow minds right now, but I'm actually not a lawyer. Yeah, so I'm not legal. I'm not on the legal team, so that's not really a question. I mean, I can give you like my guess. I can give you my best guess if you want. My best guess is the license says it's federal. I'm lying. I don't actually know the answer. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a U.S. license, so I don't know.
We'll put a tie on him later. Trust me, he'll be an attorney in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's so Kirgo.us.
Kirgo.us launching in time for event number 2, but right now you can bet. I believe
I don't know what event 2 is.
Event 2 is, I don't know. It could be. I'm assuming. I just kind of.
Hey, May? It's Atlantic City, the same as champs.
Oh.
Yeah, same week.
Dude, Atlantic City, you guys are definitely, that's your stomping ground, isn't it? Are you even allowed?
I may be there.
Same week. Yeah.
Yeah, Atlantic City is April 1st.
And then just stay there for 2 more days.
Right. I don't know. Truth be told, I don't want to like be quoted that
Right.
Kirgo.us will be launched because I have to look at a
60
calendar. But yeah, it sounds about reasonable. Yeah.
Okay.
About reasonable. Yeah.
Okay. And the goal there and what you're looking for is to see if Go Sports, or the NXL and Go Sports, NXL can endorse it. The Go Sports will allow you to allow you some sort of broadcasting rights to host it on Kirgo.us, so that the player base, the gambling player base on Kirgo, what's your user count at this? Because I guess you guys are around. I mean,
I don't think that either of us have that answer, but it's more than Go Sports.
So and your plan is that you want to basically give that information out to or give that, like, let people see it, right? Just kind of like, hey, check what's playing now. You can bet on this, and you can bet individual points. You can bet X, Y, and Z, and please come on the site and check it out. Like, this is paintball. This is what it is.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if you see in 60 days or less, Kirgo.us launch, and also 30 days after that, it'll be on the App Store, on Apple App Store. But so if you see this happening and the NXL still not being on there, it's because the roadblock is the NXL will not give any sort of rights for that. But if that happens, you can still, just like last year, go to Kirgo.com using a VPN, setting your location to Germany or wherever. Mm-hmm. You can still bet live on paintball, point by point, overall matches, and other added markets. You can still gamble on paintball no matter what the NXL says. But if they do give rights, then you could also watch it live and bet on it while watching it.
Excellent, awesome. Well, sweet, dude. We're stoked on that. I'm hopeful. I'm gonna get you in touch with Tom in some.
Tom has my number. We talk. I mean, I'll show you. You'll see. I send him 38 messages, and then he'll send me 1, and then I send 38, and he'll send 1. So he and I communicate via text and phone call, and Kevin Fillers as well, and they're welcome to.
I've got a what is this?
A monster cake.
A monster cake. It looks like the character from Sesame Street.
Or Monsters Inc.
Or Monsters Inc.
That's a good cake.
Greenspan. No, that's my dad.
Do you want to blow these out on 3?
You have to also make a wish.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry, everybody.
No, make a good wish.
On 3. 1, 2.
Yeah, good blow there. Wow.
That was nice of you to wait for him to blow those out.
I bet the icing that are the eyes is so good.
I know. Have you smelled?
does look good.
That
You
does
smell the
smell
chocolates?
good.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
He got his chocolate.
Oh, it looks so good. That ice.
Look at the camera.
Oh, there's some.
Anything for free game.
Whoa. Okay, monster. There, Mom,
want this?
take that. Anybody want some snot cake? Okay, go wash your face, you little.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, honey. That made my day that I got to smash that cake in your face.
Thanks, Sloan.
This is all over. Is it in your nose?
Mickey, did you get some tattoos removed?
Yeah, I've been removing them for
Dude, it looks
6 years
good.
actively. Thank you,
Looks
brother.
good.
Thank you. I've been
Yeah,
cutting
right?
my hair, trying to clean it up. I lined up the beard a little. Trying to
Yeah,
clean
I
it
was
up.
like, look, clean cut. Yeah, I was like, what was it? My camera's so far like this big from over back here.
Yeah, mine's not. This one's not that big.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the same thing you are. Well,
there,
there,
wow.
yeah,
Wow. We just cracked a code here, boys.
Yeah.
Now we can actually see you guys.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So what else you guys got cooking? Anything? And, whoops, I just moved that thing. Hold on.
Mark says that after he wins Breakout Player of the Year, which he's a lock, that he'll no longer be in the breakout period and he's going to win MVP.
I love it.
I never said that. Never said that.
Well, I mean, that's the trajectory, right? You want to, I mean, whatever. Like, so the Summit Awards are pretty cool. Dude, you got to come out to Tampa to go to the Summit Awards.
Oh yeah, that's when they choose.
The thing is, I wanted to play in Tampa. I don't, especially the short notice. I just don't see that happening. So
Right.
it would be really tough for me to go out there, just for the Summit Awards. Respectfully, of course. I went last year. They were in Vegas.
Yeah, it
last
was
year.
rad. It was actually really cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with how well it was put together. The screens, like everything about it. The people that were there. I thought that was a home run. That was such a great thing for paintball. So we're doing it again. They've got a ton of awards that they're going to be giving away. I've got the Hall of Icons coming out. I've got the jackets. I got one jacket here from last year or the year before. So we got 7 people who are going to be inducted again into the Hall of Icons. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, dude, that's the trajectory though, right? You gotta get that.
I
MVP.
remember actually in Vegas that Tom Cole said to me that the CEO of Kirgo, who I did bring, would have a chance to even speak there, and then it never happened. He acted like he didn't say it, but that could be for a lot of reasons. I understand, but what a great experience the summit really was in Vegas. Honestly, that was actually dope.
Yeah, I thought that was a home run for paintball.
Is it gonna be like 3 days after again?
No, they're not gonna do the classes again. The classes.
You know who I met there? That was actually really cool. The guy who owns Lux.
I don't know his name.
Adam Gardner.
I don't want to be rude. I'm so
Was
sorry.
it a skinny small guy or a big stocky guy?
Skinny guy, older. His son was a fan of mine, and his son was there.
Yeah. So that would have been Adam Gardner. His son's name is it's like one of the Beatles kid. It's right on the tip of my tongue.
Ringo?
No. It's like a Beatles song, I think.
Oh.
I think it's like has some. I totally forgot off the top of my head.
Jude.
Jude. There it is. Yeah. There it is.
Verbal.
Thanks, Verb. There it is.
Yeah, I met that guy. That was really cool. He was such a nice guy. I met a lot of really nice people. Everybody that I've met, it was what a great experience the summit was. Really.
Yeah. Bravo.
Yeah.
Why can't I see Verbal's name in here?
Oh, you got to put it on live chat.
Oh my gosh. What's going on?
Mark, you still got that beanie?
I wear it every time I play now.
There we go. I like that it
Yeah.
doesn't cover up the ears, so you can hear better.
I like it a lot, dude. Last year, everybody was yelling at me like, "Mark, you need to stop wearing the beanie. It deafens you." I'm like, "No, you just need to talk louder."
Yeah.
So now I got a beanie that doesn't cover my ears, and
Yeah.
we'll see. To be my first practice with Uprising with the Tiger Wear beanie, and we'll see if anyone notices.
Yeah. That beanie slept on. I like that one because it still fits good, but it's like not over the ears.
Honestly, it's sick. It's perfect. I was nervous because it was like a material that I'm not used to. So I was nervous that it would get too hot and I would sweat. But playing in California and this weekend, it was gorgeous and it was like totally fine. It was nothing bad.
Yeah, and it
was
feels like it's super thick. That it would trap the heat in, but it doesn't. Maybe those are the ones I gave your twins.
Oh, those
Christmas
things are
stuff, you want to
awesome.
steal.
I've worn them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you unroll them one more time and then
and then it's a
it
regular
fits a normal
size.
head.
Yeah.
You roll it 3 times and it fits on my
Fits Rainy's
boys.
head.
boys' heads. So, yeah,
Yeah, I
Mark is
appreciate it.
lying.
He's
He just doesn't
pretty
listen.
Do we know by the way is for like move of the event for World Cup and bonehead move of the event, like were those
Well, I mean,
given
you
out?
definitely got boneheaded move of the event.
What was that one?
That one is that might be the biggest bonehead move
It was
I've
pretty
ever
sick.
seen.
I heard
Heard.
from probably reliable sources that a player on Kyle's team is gonna get bonehead move of the event for whatever the move might have been. Which
For pushing the ref.
Yes.
So rumored to be.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, like, sure. That was a bonehead thing to do.
Yes.
I wouldn't consider that much of a move, as
Correct.
much as like you just did a dumb. You were just that was the dumbest thing I've ever seen anybody. That was just a dumb decision.
Hey,
Yours
it's hard-
was without a doubt the bonehead move. I could. Do you think we should figure out?
I
how to
just
get
went.
them?
Well, I just went to your Instagram to see if maybe there's on there. I just realized though also how hard it is to find. Luckily, I'm following you, and I remembered you had frog in the name. But then the next part of it too is $5 hot dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't
throw
know
Mark in there.
don't know anything about my Instagram, you'll never find me.
Yeah.
The guy who pushed the ref, same dude who blasted homie with the mouse face off, right? At the snake.
I don't know.
That's same player, right?
No, that's Zach Patient and Mouse. But then the guy who pushed the ref is on Mouse's team.
But isn't that the same? All right, yeah, but he was all right. So when
Hold on. Let's talk about Mark. You're playing the Tauntauns. These guys are wearing, it looks like they work construction in the Midwest with gigantic orange vests on. You can't miss them. And you just did a sick move. I think I was commentating the game, and it was like, oh,
shot
wow,
four
that
of
was the
them.
move
I shot
right there.
four of them.
Whoa, this is sick. And then you're looking at the guy in this orange beacon. It looks like a gigantic road cone. And you're like waving your hand in the air. Hey, guys. And he looks over and lets you have it.
Let me explain myself real fast.
Yes, I want to hear it.
So I don't know what it is. My first time playing the Tauntauns, first of all, in the first match of World Cup, I was shitting my pants. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be nuts. You know, first of all, I'm still a child, right? When I face off against you or Mike Arena or Rainey, the whole time before the matches, I'm like, dude, this is going to be sick. I'm going to get bunkered by Ryan Greenspan. This is going to be sick, you know? And so I look forward to all this stuff. And then I'm playing the Tauntauns. I go, this is gonna be awesome. Axel's gonna bunker me, and this is gonna be awesome, dude. I'm so excited. So now I got all this in my head. I'm all hyped up. Someone on my Dorito side goes, yeah, you know, whatever the call is. He's in our Dorito. You know, I have the and we don't call, but he's in our Dorito. I go, sick. So I back up in the snake, shoot the guy in our Dorito. I'm like, okay, kill the Dorito. So then I come and I look on the wire and I see Axel's beanie. Now I've lost track of my whole life. And I see Axel's beanie at the 50 snake duck walking in. I was like, oh, well, you got to send it. You got to bunker Axel. So I come, I bunker Axel, and I was like, oh my God, I think I did this clean. And I'm like, oh wait, there's two guys in a snake. So then if you see the video, I slide, and I'm like, oh man. And I get back up, I shoot the next guy. I'm like, I don't know what to do now. I guess I'll just keep going.
Bonus territory, baby. What do we do next?
So then I get up and I shoot the next guy, and then I'm totally lost on the whole realm of reality. I'm like, what is going on? I'm playing the Tauntauns. This is not supposed
four pack the Tauntauns.
Yes, it's not supposed to be happening in my world.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm like, but now it's a 2 on my mind 0. We brought it from a 5 on 2 to a 2 on 0. So I'm like, yo, Uprising, which is semi-pro stuff, respectfully. This is what I did in semi-pro. And Josh Wahlberg used to scream me all the time about it. And I'm like, yo, Uprising, that's it. And then I get shot. And then I turn around and Nate's walking past me. He's like, are you fucking stupid? You know?
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah. No, that's not it.
Isn't it? I mean, it looked like that's the.
I don't think.
Is it on your?
It's on there. Or maybe it's not on the
I don't think. There's no way. Oh yeah, he gets this guy too. Yeah. Well, we gotta send that. You gotta put that up there.
I can just screen record it and then.
Here, I'm gonna send it to you.
You have the video? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it.
How was it?
Do you have the whole video where then someone turns around and shoots you a bunch?
No.
Oh, that's what we want to see.
I
don't want to see the good move.
No. Respectfully, all the amazing cameramen, made sure to leave that part out.
It's on Go Sports.
You could watch it back on YouTube if it was there.
You could watch it back on YouTube if it was there. Actually, I think they did broadcast the freebies there.
No,
Hey,
I'm talking trash. Yeah.
Who got the do you drive with the
It's a McLaren.
do you drive a McLaren with anime titties all over it?
Yes, I do. I designed it. I designed every piece.
I believe that. So I want to kind of say why, but like when you're just driving down the street to like go just like to the do you go to the grocery store? Or you just have someone bring your groceries to you?
No, someone goes for me, but I do other things.
He does.
I'm trying to think. Like what? Give me like a day like a day by like just I wake up at 8, 6, 3, 2, 5.
I go out to dinner a lot.
Okay.
'Cause I don't really cook, so if someone's not cooking for me, then I'll go out to eat. So like I'll do like that, or I mean, I don't know. I do things.
I do things, Like I don't know. Where does your gear bag fit in a McLaren?
It's so funny you ask because I've taken both my McLarens and Maybach to the field. And for the McLarens, what I do is I have this random huge duffel bag. I don't even know why I have it. And I'll just pack the necessities into it. And because it's a duffel bag, it's soft. So it'll just mold to the front of the McLaren and it just fits right in there. And I do like the gun setup, some slide pads, mask, whatever. And like honestly, you like fit it in a backpack if you need it.
You put your slide pad and your mask in the same compartment, don't you? You're one of those people.
Well, in the duffel bag, it doesn't have compartments, it's just a duffel.
Right, but what I'm saying is some people, there's two people, right? There's two types of people. You've heard these types of conversations. Like Alex FRAIGE is the boxers and his slide shorts and his goggles all in the same area.
Yeah.
Like whether it's sharing one compartment. You can choose to separate the two, or you could choose to put the two together in close proximity. And then put that said thing one on your face and one down.
Sometimes life makes it seem like you have choices, but in reality, sometimes you just don't.
I never really thought about it.
See, you are a little messier. Like you, I believe, do that too. I just looking at you. You're the chonies as the goggle cloth. Like you're like this is I don't know where my goggle bag went. Whatever. I got these damp chonies. I'm just gonna put my goggles in these. That'll make sure the lens doesn't get scratched.
You gotta clean it up.
It's recently cleaned up the beard and got a haircut, so it can't be the beard. It's a new beard.
It's the same beard.
It's the same beard. Some of the hair that's at the bottom now was at the top. You know what I mean? Like, it is just growing hair. It's growing hair. But anyway, that's just, it's like one of those questions. Yeah, that's not mud. Did it rain this weekend?
Dollar Bill in the chat.
Bill Stanley.
Bill Stanley. That's my old teammate. All right. Well,
teammates, actually, Bill.
You're not as important.
So you guys, where are you practicing? You're practicing up in Washington. Mickey, you're just gonna be playing some paintball or just hanging out, doing your thing.
Yeah, I might start my own league with Yaya.
Okay. All right. What's the acronym gonna be?
I don't. I just made that up.
I know, but like, let's just hear it, right? Let's
I could see it though.
Yeah.
Like, what would I call it?
Yeah. It probably has to have a PPL in it.
Yeah.
Probably Ploy. PLOY. Paintball League of Yaya. Ploy.
Oh, Ploy. Paintball League of Ya.
Ploy paintball.
Ploy paintball.
Oh,
Ploy paintball.
Dude, just Ploy paintball.
Ploy paintball.
Welcome to the company, Kyle Spicka.
Marketing. Head of marketing. All right. I like it. Kyle's looking it up right now. He's getting ploypaintball.com from GoDaddy.
Yeah, let's see if you guys are faster on the computer than me.
Yeah, he's gonna sell it to you in a little bit here. He's got to get some loot to pay back all those meme coins. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for coming on. I'm stoked. I am rooting for you, Mark, as rookie breakout player of the year.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna go after this and into the house, and Sloan and I are gonna listen to some Lil Pump, so I can get acclimated to the sounds that kid makes. Was that the same way? Is that the same guy that was on the show last time? Who was just like
No, that was Famous Dex and
Famous Dex.
Silent and Famous
and
Dex.
Silent with Famous Dex. I can't remember who else. Oh, that chick, the British chick. Yeah, that was Famous Dex. Yeah.
Okay.
What's different sound?
Much different sound.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I enjoy them both.
There we go. Okay. I just have to look them all up. See if I can figure out I don't know what the hell Kendrick Lamar said on his whole thing. That made no sense to me. That was illegible.
On what? The halftime show?
Really?
I didn't know what the hell was going on there.
Well, it was tough. I mean, you
Couldn't hear a word he said.
I guess
Some
it'd be
of it
like
sounded
a non-paintball player watching paintball, not understanding what's happening.
That's it. Perfect analogy. Right? There we go. We just need to get more Kendrick Lamar on Kirgo.us so that way guys like me who are gambling can be, indoctrinated with the new funky sounds.
I will continue putting in my best effort to merge the worlds that I can with paintball.
My man. I appreciate you guys, dude. I'm looking forward to it, and Mickey we'll link up one of these Tuesdays, and we'll come up there and do it live. We'll live from the Spick and Span studios on and traveling up at the Kirgo.
I look forward to it.
Thank you guys so much for having us. Appreciate it.
Hey, you guys.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man.
Bye.
Good luck out there.
See ya.
You too.
Later. All right, dude. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was great. That was really insightful. And again, I think
great
that
conversation.
It was a great conversation. I think a lot of guys can take he speaks really well, I think it's important that you kind of break down scenarios level-headededly and all that. And actually, yeah, Tom did shoot me a text, and I'm gonna link the two of them up so they can kind of.
What Tom say?
He said we don't own Go Sports, and can be a little. But I was also trying to figure all this stuff. He came in a little late, but yeah, I mean, usually a lot of that stuff is a misinterpretation or misunderstanding, based on a couple of factors here and there. So but I don't know. Yeah, Joey, what's the thoughts? Yeah, so we kind of talked a little bit about the different concepts in the intermit, like those guys played on the last show, or 2 shows ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that anytime that you have longer games than they're at right now, it's gonna be a little trickier to kind of like, it's just more less cost effective. You buying this right now, this sweet potato?
Just
Is it ploy.com?
If they don't buy it, someone else is gonna buy it.
PLOY.com.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ploy Paintball. That's actually not bad because it's right next to, the O and the A are not next to each other, so you might not accidentally do that, but Ploy Paintball.
Well, you might want this if your website's
Wait a
Play
minute.
Paintball.
Hold on. There's 2 10-minute halves and a 10-minute intermission for the finals now in Tampa? Wait, what? Overtime for pros, or at least finals should be... Hang on. Joey. Is that something we don't know about?
Oh, PTG talked about it yesterday.
Oh, no shit. We're way off the map here.
So say, hey, Tom, when you're trying to hit me up, why don't you just give me this news? Figure out what day it is.
What do you call that? Scenario?
New what?
A new finals scenario? Yeah, dude, I don't...
Oh, you got to put up that
Oh, yeah,
Tampa.
let me put up the... You want some juicy news right here, guys?
No.
Fake news.
Juicy.
Yeah, fake news.
Dang.
There's no new finals. Juicy news. You heard it here.
So
This
they
is
put
not a
out
real
fake
thing.
news? Wow.
I don't know. Send it. So, no, that is fake news coming in from both the commissioner and the president of the league.
Did you ask Jason about that layout?
Oh, let's send it to him.
Yeah, I'll send it to him.
Should I say?
Dude,
Hey, we saw the layout.
I'm like, what the hell is this?
We saw the layout. By the way,
What the hell?
I'm gonna leave him on that. Jason, if you're watching we did see the layout. Also, let me show you guys this. Is this available right now?
No, but I'm gonna put it up probably within a few days here.
Okay, we've got.
Sale.
Move your head over a little bit that way. Booyah! All right, so Tampa Bay Open. This is a screen print.
Yeah, it's gonna be. So I don't know if you can see it there. I think you might have to pull it up a little bit. It's gonna.
We can enhance.
Yeah, enhance it. You can lift it up over my face if you want.
What are we looking at?
So it's gonna have like a distressed print on it. So it's gonna look like a vintage, like an old sports vintage on that Buccaneers theme.
And you used Oliver. Is Oliver's cool with his likeness being used?
Yeah.
On the front of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to purchase it, but
this is dope.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all the branding on it. I think the color of the shirt is excellent, and yeah, this is a home run.
Yeah. Just something.
Dude, good work.
Something nice to have. We didn't do that as much last year, so trying to ramp things up.
Sweet.
Oh, someone said, yeah, you didn't hear that on PTG.
Oh, you did not hear that on PTG. Okay.
You got us, though. Joey.
Well, then why the hell did he say that?
I don't know.
What in the heck, man? Let's see if Jason... very possible. I built it today and left it up like I do every layout. I'm gonna send Jason the photo of the layout that we saw and see what his reaction is. In the meantime, we did say we're gonna give away a bunch of stuff, and I got shirts. We got Gen X stuff. I've got this is pretty cool. I've got a new partnership here with Hume Supernatural. Actually, this actually started at the end or late last year. I got some for you too.
Oh, nice.
Hume Supernatural. So they make... Where's the camera? Here it is. They make all body deodorant. They've got regular deodorant. They got body mist, oils. It's all natural. Well, and it works with your microbiome. So it's like it doesn't have any phthalates, no aluminum. It smells really good. Actually, this one's Coconut Coast. I bring this one to the events because especially when we're in Florida, you got a little coconut action here. So I got some Coconut Coast for you. Nice. I think I've got another one in here as well. They got the green kind. But packaging's really nice. Feel the packaging. Like a nice little thing there.
Oh, yeah.
But
important.
These guys are great. Again, I can't stress enough that we want you guys and everybody to support brands who support paintball and support your favorite content creators. And I think it's very important.
And speaking of, I think I'll
hit it.
Donate one of these today.
Okay.
So we just dropped them.
There we go.
Can't do the hoodies, but
can't do the hoodies.
Yeah.
Those ones are
reluctant to give you one for your birthday. But you deserve it.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
And then I think a few people bought them already.
Those are sick. Looked, actually, I heard about keychains.
I'm doing those
Dude,
for the first 5 orders. I think there's like maybe a couple left. But there's only 5 of those, but they're coming with.
And these are these for sale also?
No. I'll probably make them at some point, but I didn't want to put them up for sale yet. So I just did it gift with purchase.
All right. So I'm going to do the main wheel here. So let's see. You said we were putting in a headband?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Headband for mega members.
Well,
we're
thanks,
gonna do
Rob.
Fume. What do we got?
Gifting out memberships.
Oh,
here.
what up, Rob? Dude, Rob, you're the man. Thank you, dude. Okay, I'm going to bring this over here. Bring this over there. Let's see.
I feel like that's always a good omen, too, because like usually when you do something like that, sometimes you win right away after on the wheel.
I think you're right. Display capture. What is it? This one? Okay.
Like who was it? God, he hasn't been here in so long. Derek
Weagle support goat.
He was like donating a ton.
To
the show, and then he was just winning like everything. Like everyone's like, "What? This is rigged."
Yeah.
No
capture. Display capture. There it is. There she is. Okay. So we're gonna give away a couple Spick and Span shirts. One size fits all. We got some Gen X Global shirts, GXG. We got some pod bags. They gave me a bunch of chocolate. Danny, just straight up, Danny is winning a shirt, a Spick and Span shirt. As a reminder, if you are a show supporter, thank you. That's the first thing. It's the most important thing. Will you bring up the chat real quick? Because I can't see this thing.
Do we have more of those
Nectars?
The Gen X
pod caddies? Yeah, we got pod caddies.
I think I willingly might take one to Texas because I always feel bad, like with guys that are helping us out too. Specifically, Josh, Texas Menace, who's a
dude,
in the show. He's like our pit manager.
But
I always feel, like when you got to fill your hopper up, you don't want to pour the bag. You just want to grab a pod. Mm-hmm. But you kind of feel bad doing that sometimes.
Yeah, bring him up. Let's get him up.
I bring one.
And he wins on the show all the time as well.
Yeah.
Also, Harris is in big trouble because he never shipped. He's the only person that didn't fulfill one of the winners from the Spick and Span charity raffle. He still hasn't sent him a jersey. But luckily, the winner is going to come to Tampa. So after we wax that ass in Tampa, I'm going to bring the kid on the field, and then we're going to shake Harris down for the jersey.
I mean, I had to. Well, Damien wouldn't have done it either.
Yeah, it takes him a long time to.
I'm not sure how you take people to
jail
and you can't ship a jersey out, but
New York Fearful is winning a shirt. All right. We're going to give away some Hume Coconut Coast. There's going to be a big promotion. I think it's in April, so next month and a half. And I'm going to be promoting these a lot, and I'm going to need everybody's help, especially if you live in the Southeast. So, basically San Antonio and east till about like the Carolinas. We're going to do a big push, and hopefully we get these guys involved in paintball more. And I'm going to need your help, and we're going to be doing some jersey giveaways and some other cool stuff. So really excited to partner with Hume. They got some really cool. Fisher as a partner. Your DJ. He's a DJ.
Oh, yeah. I like him.
Yeah. Griffin Colapinto. He's dope.
Who's that?
Surfer. Oh. They have a big time motocross. Or supercross, I think. Supercross, motocross. Ben Nelson. Dude.
I don't know what the difference is there.
I think one races and the other one jumps.
Motocross probably jumps?
Motocross versus supercross. Does anybody know what the difference between those things? I think one of them is mainly these jump trick things.
ABJ
in the house. It is Rawson. Ken Rawson, I think his name is. Yeah, Ken Rosen. So he's one of the partners.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Pretty
cool.
No, that's not you said.
Come on, stop it. Stop it. Ben Nelson from the Dynasty Champions Club. So also, we've got some really cool stuff dropping on the Dynasty site as well. So if you haven't gone over to dynastypaintball.com, motocross is outside, supercross is inside. Simple as that. In a stadium.
Should call
outside
it
in big tracks.
Intercross.
Insider cross.
Yeah.
Insider cross trading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside motocross.
Yeah. Outside cross.
Outside cross and inside cross.
Super motocross.
Super inside cross.
How about Excite Bike? Where is that played? Anyone?
Excite Bike?
Mm-hmm. Do you know where Excite Bike is played?
No.
Can somebody who is in their 40s explain where Excite Bike is played?
At the gym on the Peloton?
Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah,
Center.
That's
Center
right.
does not have an S in it. All right, I'm going to get the Mega Support Status Wheel queued up here, and we're going to send you guys on your way. Let's see. We're going to be giving away...
This is my favorite headband, too.
That is a pretty dope.
Sick.
What's that one called? Isn't that the
Southwest
series?
This one's called Leave at Dawn.
Dude, that's your MO.
Yeah.
That should be called Weekend Out with Kyle. Leave it dawn.
Dude, I've been trying to do coding and stuff to get the website exactly I want, because now ChatGPT will help you out. And I end up doing it too late, so then I'm up real late.
Yeah.
Trying to fix the issue, but I think it's good. I'm learning. So last night I was up till 2:30, and I got up at 7:30.
2:30 to 7:30.
All for you people
dude.
to make sure it looks good.
That's why don't you just start in the daytime, with the light out, the sun out, or right at sunset?
What do you mean?
Eat dinner and then do it.
No, I worked all through the whole thing. Photos.
Whoa.
I'm doing the whole thing.
So no, you started at 2 a.m. though. 2 a.m. started coding?
No.
I'm confused here.
I was doing one last thing on the website, and then I was trying to change the code on it because it was messed up, and then it was trying to write for me to do something else, but it wasn't making sense. You see this?
I don't.
This doesn't look good, right?
That is that supposed to be there?
No.
Just random arrows.
Yeah, they were just big random arrows.
And then what you say, ChatGPT.
I was like, yeah, what's this? And then it tells you where to go in.
No way.
What to change, but it wasn't working.
Kristen Ederich. So next weekend I'm gonna be we're gonna be in I'm gonna be in Tampa. You're gonna be next week. So we're flying out to Tampa on Thursday. We're staying there through the week. So what I'm trying to say, spit out, is this show will be on the road, or do you want to do it here and I'll call in? We're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to figure it out. All
Are
right.
you playing in at the stadium?
We're gonna go walk the fields in the stadium. Mr. Braver.
Intercross paintball.
Dude, I like it. Super paintball inside. All right, next up is the Leave at Dawn.
Yeah, and don't forget, if you're just getting in the show, go check out the new stuff on the website.
Tigerwear.co. Shoot the thing. Dan White to the winner. Let's go. Dan White wins a lot too. All right. Well, thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you all for sticking with us. I think this is a really good show. Eventually we're gonna get to the bottom of this Supercross motocross thing. Thank you guys all for throwing that in there. What is the best game console? It's got to be one of the new ones, just because the graphics are so good. Will you ask ChatGPT what's the best gaming console?
I feel like the hype is on the PS5.
If you said PC, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. You're one of those people with the mount. Stop it, Dub Nasty. Come on.
But I like Xbox. But yeah, I think PS5. I don't know. Let's see.
Al Dudley, your name is on the board. Everybody's name is on the board because I downloaded the list of names. And if you are a member, because your name is in green, I'm going to check it right now. Mr. Dudley. Al Dudley, member for 40 months. Thank you for the support. And you're the man. Discounted merch perk. Appreciate your support, Al.
So what's the best gaming console? Oh yeah, they said
PlayStation Pro?
PlayStation
Xbox Series
Pro.
X? What's X? There's another one?
Yeah.
Dude, come on. Stop it. Best game ever, GoldenEye. I could kind of get behind that one as well. PS5. I actually...
the Kinhank Super Console X2 Pro.
I don't know. I think we need to get that. Kinhank.
Retro?
This retro
it's
game.
$89. It's definitely not the best.
No, you can't get it best. I have one of the special ones that has all the video games on it.
I like
that one's
that
pretty
one.
tight. I thought I was going to play it a little bit more, but I don't. What's the last console you own? So I did have an Xbox back when I lived in the Yost house in like 2015, 2014, somewhere in there. But Maddie just ended up sitting on my bed and farting on my pillows and playing video games all day long. And then so I decided to get rid of that thing. And I think I played I was gonna say Black Ops, but like whatever. What's that game called? Rainbow Six or
Call of Duty?
Call of Duty had the very first zombies. That's the last time I owned a video game console. Aside from this little like this console that has every game ever made, that is like 12 bits and below, like Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know, like I could beat Aladdin. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not Sloan. She gets real frustrated.
Sloan is a little. She needs to.
But it's good. Maybe if she doesn't like video games, I think
it's not a bad
probably,
thing. I mean, I don't need her to be a video gamer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, Retropy, 99 out of 2000. I don't know what that means. Pre-smartphones, we played GoldenEye tournaments and paintball. Yeah, that's right. And technically, this is I got games in my Tesla, Castle Doombad and stuff like that. Sloan loves those.
Or a Snake was good.
Snake, I was a Snake king.
I bet there's like new versions of Snake that are sweet.
For sure, I've seen it. You could code with these things and make 3D versions of spherical Snake games. It's insane with the AI things. So, all right, I'm gonna go upstairs and put my headphones in while my wife talks to me, so I can listen to my
you should be able to do whatever
AI chatbot and just talk to my AI chatbot.
Oh yeah, I gotta remind myself to apologize for you making her feel uncomfortable. I didn't like that. So
I think it's becoming a
she'll
problem.
be talking to your AI later.
All right, see you guys next week.
Later. Upload some malware.
My AI is gonna be pissed at me. Yeah. gonna have to do some serious explaining to her.
Yeah, you better shut these computers
So what's
down.
what's
They're
her,
gonna-
what's your guys' name? What
I
do you
don't
guys
know.
call each
I
other?
was actually just saying the other day. I was like, "Dang, I should get.
You
I
guys
should
need a
ask
pet
what.
name. You
Well,
guys
one
need-
I need to ask what its name is. You
It's
can
a
change
her.
the voice. Well, you can change the voices. So
Yeah,
if
but you
just-
don't change the voices. You keep it as a sexy.
Yeah, I actually don't like any of the voices.
Sure you don't.